Hello students and welcome to this video of basic electronics. In today's video we are going to start the chapter which we have kept aside, and that is the electronic components. I am Mrs. Pawar and let's start today's video. Today we are going to cover these 2 points. First is active and passive components, and the second is resistor, capacitor and inductors, symbols, working principles, applications, color codes and specifications. Syllabus wise this chapter is the first chapter, but I had kept it aside because first we covered the common syllabus which is for electrical, computer and ENTC department. So this chapter is only for computer department, hence I had kept it aside and now we are studying it. So in this chapter we will study the electronic components. Electronic component is a basic fundamental building block of any electronic system precisely used to affect electrons and their associated fields. Each component may have one or more basic properties and it behaves accordingly. So there are many electronic components. These components are used in different electronic circuits, and those circuits are in electronic equipments. So every electronic component will have its own properties, its own working principle, and it will act accordingly. So there are many applications for each electronic components, so we will study them one by one. First we will see the classification of electronic components. There are mainly two types of electronic components. First is active components and the second one is passive components. We have previously studied some active components like diodes and transistors, so you know that these devices, means active components, add some form of signal processing. For example, diode will ensure that current flows only in one direction, or transistor will add the gain to the signal. So active components give some signal processing, or they give gain to the signal. So active components are mainly divided into two types: semiconductor devices or electronic tubes. Electronic tubes are not used nowadays. And semiconductor devices, we have again three types: diodes, transistors, and one of the transistor types is FET. So there are again two types in FET: JFET and MOSFET. We have covered all these components already. Now we will study the passive components. There are three main passive components present. Those are resistors, capacitors and inductors. The active components are those which conduct upon providing some external energy, and they require electrical power to operate. Usually they inject power into the circuit. For example, diodes, transistors, ICs mean integrated circuits, and transformers, etc. As we have already covered the diodes and transistors part, now we will study the passive components. Passive electronic components are those that don't have the ability to control current by means of another signal. They start their operation once they are connected. No external energy is needed for their operation. For example, resistors, capacitors, inductors, LDRs, etc. म्हणजे काय तर ॲक्टिव्ह कॉम्पोनंट्सला वर्क करण्यासाठी बायसिंग व्होल्टेजची गरज असते. They require some form of electrical power to operate, and also they give some change of signal, or they may add the gain, they may add the power to the signal. म्हणून ॲक्टिव्ह कॉम्पोनंट्सला बायसिंग एक्सटर्नल व्होल्टेज नेसेसरी असतं, पण पॅसिव्ह कॉम्पोनंट्सला असं कुठलंही व्होल्टेज नेसेसरी नसतं. As soon as you connect the passive components in the circuit, they start working. So they will not add any gain to the signal, they will not process the signal, and there are many types like transistors, capacitors, inductors, and all types of these components are known as passive components. Here the difference between active components and passive components is given. You can go through each point, we have just discussed it. So let's begin with the passive components. The first passive component which we are going to study is resistor. It is a device that resists the flow of current. So a resistor will resist the flow of current. It will give opposition. Current flow होतो त्याला कंट्रोल करायचं काम resistor करतो. Resistors come in variety of resistance values. How much they resist the current is measured in unit called as ohm. So किती resistance आहे हे आपण ohm या unit मध्ये measure करतो. And power rating. Power rating means how much power it can handle without burning up is known as power rating. This is the symbol of resistor. जो लेफ्ट हँड साईडला दिसतोय झिगझॅग झिगझॅग लाईन्स दिसत आहेत, त्या लाईन्स आपण रेजिस्टर दाखवण्यासाठी यूज करतो किंवा रेजिस्टर म्हणून एक रेक्टँगल बॉक्ससुद्धा आपण शो करू शकतो इन सर्किट डायग्राम. अँड ऑन दॅट रेजिस्टर वी हॅव डिफरंट कलर्ड बँड्स प्रेझेंट टू आयडेंटिफाय इट्स व्हॅल्यू. So these color bands on the resistor are used for identification of its value. हे जे bands असतात resistor वरती त्या प्रत्येक बँडच्या कलरवरून त्याचं associated digit हे फिक्स असतं. The first digit is for first band, second digit second band, third band is for multiplier, fourth band is for tolerance. For example, आपल्याकडे एखादा resistor असेल yellow, violet, red कलरचा बँड असलेला. So yellow color corresponds to 4 number, violet 7. So पहिले दोन digit झाले 4 आणि 7. Third आहे तो multiplier चा band असतो which is red band. So red band चा multiplier आहे 10 raised to 2 म्हणजे 100. म्हणून आपण 4 7 ला 100 ने multiply केलं. So value आली resistor ची 4700 ohm or 4.7 kilo ohm. In this way all the resistance values can be calculated using this table. हे टेबल लक्षात ठेवण्यासाठी एक फनी स्टेटमेंट आहे. हे बँड्सचा सिक्वेन्स आहे तो फिक्स असतो. पुढे तुम्ही नंबर ऑब्झर्व केलेत तर ते 0 1 2 3 9 पर्यंत जातात. मल्टिप्लायर पण 0 1 2 3 अप टू 9 पर्यंत जातो. ठीक आहे. सो याच्यासाठी आपण हे जे बँडचा सिक्वेन्स आहे तो लक्षात ठेवण्यासाठी प्रत्येक बँडचा इनिशियल लेटर बघा. ब्लॅक मधला बी, ब्राऊन मधला बी, रेड मधला आर असं करून एक स्टेटमेंट तयार होतं. बी बी रॉय, बी बी आर ओ वाय, बी बी रॉय. त्याच्यानंतर नेक्स्ट दोन लेटर्स आहेत जी आणि बी. ऑफ ग्रेट ब्रिटन, जी बी हॅज व्हेरी गुड वाईफ, व्हायलेट ग्रे व्हाईट. सो हा सिक्वेन्स तुम्ही लक्षात ठेवू शकता. बी बी रॉय ऑफ ग्रेट ब्रिटन हॅज व्हेरी गुड वाईफ. So if you can remember this sequence you can completely remember all the table. कारण नंतरचे तीन बँड्स असतात ते म्हणजे गोल्ड, सिल्वर, नो कलर. Those correspond to tolerance 5, 10 and 15%. We can easily remember that. The resistors are divided into again two types, fixed resistor and variable resistor. The value of fixed resistors cannot be changed, whereas variable resistors have variable values and that value can be changed depending on various factors. Like if it is variable resistor like rheostat, we can change the slider position and we can change the resistor. Or we have some types of resistors which are dependent on temperature also or voltage also. Now these are the types of fixed resistors and variable resistors. Fixed resistors: carbon composite resistor, film resistor, wire wound resistor and resistance wire. And in variable resistor we have rheostat, potentiometer, thermistor, umistor, varistor and photoresistor. So we will just see some of them. फर्स्ट रेजिस्टर टाइप इज कार्बन कंपोजिट रेजिस्टर. या रेजिस्टर मध्ये कार्बन कंपाउंड फिल केलेलं असतं, कार्बन मिक्सचर यू कॅन सी इन द डायग्राम. अँड वी हॅव टू कनेक्टिंग लीड्स. Next type is film resistor. Here we have a carbon film inside that resistor, and which can be changed. The resistance can be changed by changing the thickness of that film. Then we have wire wound resistor, in which a thin wire is wound inside that resistor, and it offers resistance, and it has insulating ceramic former in the form of aspiral helix. The variable resistor we have rheostat. रेओस्टॅटच्या डायग्राम मधला वरचा जो स्लाइडर दिसतो त्या बार वरती असलेला, तो आपण लेफ्ट किंवा राईटला स्लाइड करू शकतो आणि अकॉर्डिंगली रेजिस्टन्सची व्हॅल्यू चेंज होते. खाली जो दिसतोय सिम्बॉल रेजिस्टरच्या खाली एक ॲरो असलेला, तो सिम्बॉल आहे तो व्हेरिएबल रेजिस्टरचा सिम्बॉल आहे. This is one more type of variable resistor known as potentiometer. Potentiometer वरती जो स्क्रू सारखा पार्ट दिसतोय तो आपण फिरवू शकतो, रोटेट करू शकतो. When we rotate that screw, the value of resistor changes. Then thermistor is another variable resistor. Its resistance value changes depending on temperature. There are two types of thermistors: positive temperature coefficient and negative temperature coefficient resistors. One more type is varistor or voltage dependent resistor. Its resistance changes depending on the voltage applied. Then next type is photoresistor. Photoresistor's value or resistance changes depending on the intensity of light falling on it. So the resistors have specific values of some parameters known as resistor specifications. So when you go for buying a resistor in a shop, the shopkeeper will ask you what are the specifications, means you need which parameters for that resistor, and that can be given to you. So resistors specifications are: first the resistance value, how much resistance it is offering. Next is power dissipation specification, means how much power it can handle without burning up. Next is temperature coefficient, means if resistance increases or decreases with temperature, that is known as temperature coefficient. Next is maximum temperature specification, how much temperature it can tolerate, and the resistor specification for maximum voltage. The next passive component is capacitor. Capacitor is a device that can temporarily store an electric charge. Hence it has capacity of storing charge, म्हणून त्याचं नाव capacitor आहे. Capacitors come in several varieties. The two most common are ceramic disc capacitor and electrolyte capacitor. The one which is shown in the diagram is electrolyte capacitor. The amount of capacitance of a given capacitor is usually measured in microfarads, that is mu f. The basic unit is farad, F-A-R-A-D, farad, and Smaller units are microfarads or nanofarads. If we see the construction of a capacitor, it consists of two plates and those are separated by an insulating material, and it has two terminals, anode and cathode. The unit of capacitance is farad, and we use smaller units generally, which are microfarads, nanofarads and picofarads. Micro is 10 raised to minus 6, nano is 10 raised to minus 9 and pico is 10 raised to minus 12. These are the symbols of capacitor. The first one is fixed capacitor. The middle one is having polarity, so it is polarized capacitor, and the third is variable capacitor. And various types of capacitor are shown in the diagram. And the one which are looking like cylinders, small cylinders, are electrolyte capacitors. The ones which are small disc type are disc capacitors, and the middle one is ceramic capacitor. Their names are given to them depending on the insulating material which is used. Also, capacitor specifications are there which give us the exact values of that capacitor parameters. First is capacitance, how much capacitance it is offering. Second is working voltage. It is the voltage till which the capacitor can tolerate the voltage levels. Then next is tolerance. Tolerance means deviation from the given standard value. Then leakage current, working temperature, temperature coefficient, polarization and equivalent series resistance. Then the third passive component is inductor. An inductor is also called a coil, choke or reactor. It is a passive two-terminal electrical component that stores energy in form of magnetic field when electric current flows through it. So inductor induces EMF. We have studied the Faraday's law, right? So that law states that whenever there is change in current flowing through a coil, due to that change magnetic field is induced. On the same principle the inductor works. जेव्हा त्यातनं पास करंट होतो, इंडक्टरच्या थ्रू करंट पास करतो आपण, if it is AC current, that means there is change with respect to time. So this change in current induces an electromotive force, that means magnetic field is induced in the inductor, and hence the name is inductor. An inductor typically consists of an insulated wire wound on a coil around a core. You can see the construction. There is a core present on which a wire is wound. Length of wire is L. The number of turns are N. And also we can see the symbol. So इथे right bottom corner ला जो wire चा symbol दिसतोय, that is inductor symbol. Here the detailed construction is shown again. We have a core material on which the wire is wound. The length of wire is L, number of turns are N, and cross sectional area is A. Then we will see the types of inductor, of fixed inductor. It looks like resistor, but some difference is there. There are many types of inductors, all differ in size, core material and type of windings, etc. So they are used in wide range of applications. The maximum capacity of the inductor gets specified by the type of core material and the number of turns on coil. Depending on the value, inductors typically exist in two forms, fixed and variable. The number of turns of the fixed coil remains the same. This type is like resistors in shape, and they can be distinguished by the fact that first color band in fixed inductor is always silver. They are usually used in electronic equipment as in radios, communication apparatus, electronic testing instruments, etc. The next type is air core inductor. Air core inductor is the type where no solid core exists inside the coils. म्हणजे तुम्ही डायग्राममध्ये सुद्धा बघू शकता तिथे कोर दिसत नाहीये, फक्त वायर दिसते वाउंड केलेली. तर आपण त्याचा कोर हा एअर असल्यामुळे आपण त्याला एअर कोर इंडक्टर म्हणतो. In addition, the coils that wound on non-magnetic materials such as ceramic or plastic are also considered as air cored. This type does not use magnetic materials in its construction. The main advantage of this form of these inductors is that at high magnetic field strength they have minimal signal loss. On the other hand, they need a bigger number of turns to get the same inductance that a solid cored inductors would produce. They are free of core losses because they are not depending on a solid core, and they are used for radio frequencies. One more type is toroidal core inductor. Toroidal inductor constructs of a circular ring formed magnetic core that is characterized by it is magnetic with high permeability material like iron powder, for which the wire wounded to get inductor. म्हणजे टोरॉइडल मध्ये आपण कोर वरती वाउंड करायच्या ऐवजी एका सर्क्युलर रिंग वरती ही वायर वाउंड करतो. It works pretty well in electronic circuits, AC electronic circuits application. The advantage is that due to its symmetry, it has a minimum loss in magnetic flux. Therefore, it radiates less electromagnetic interference near circuits or devices. Electromagnetic interference is very important in electronics that requires high frequency and low power. And these are the inductance specifications. They give specific values of inductance parameters. First is saturation current, then DC resistance, core permeability, and self resonant frequency. Also, for identification of the values of inductors and capacitors, we may have color bands on them. So in this video we have covered the three basic components, that is resistor, capacitor and inductor, and introduction of active components. So we will stop here. Thank you for watching.